I honestly feel terrible for Cleveland Browns fans. I mean, it's been, 2 decades of chaos, dysfunction. They deserve better. They're a really loyal fan base, and this team has pretty much been a dumpster fire for 20 plus years.
Baker Mayfield is the real deal.
Baker Mayfield isn't that talented.
Baker Mayfield, the Browns quarterback, told ESPN that he has requested a trade.
Deshaun Watson is expected to be a member of the Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns made a $230 million guaranteed mistake. I don't want to talk about the allegations against Deshaun Watson. I'm not a legal mind. I'm not somebody who can give you my opinion on legal proceedings.
I am not a lawyer.
So I'm not going to talk about Deshaun Watson specifically, but I am going to talk about his situation. We know that the situation is bleak. The NFL is probably going to try to suspend him for a year. They want this indefinite suspension. I'm not quite sure what that means. Something's going to be done. And the Cleveland Browns guaranteed a guy who we're not sure when he's going to see the field, hasn't played in over 365 days. They gave him $230 million guaranteed. Now, they were able to get Baker Mayfield away, and honestly, that's good because in terms of cap, they can move some things around now with Baker Mayfield's contract gone. He gets shipped off to the Panthers.
Breaking news coming into the NFL Network newsroom. Former Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield, the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, is packing his bags and he is headed to the Carolina Panthers.
But part of being a great quarterback, part of being a top quarterback is availability. Being there for your team week in, week out, maybe missing 1 or 2 games a year, that is important to a franchise. Take a look at all of the other star quarterbacks that we have in this league. Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. These players don't miss games. Since becoming the starter in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers has only missed 18 games. Deshaun Watson voluntarily set out for almost that much last year. Brady doesn't miss games. He missed the 4 deflate gate. He doesn't miss games. He's an Iron Man. He's always out there. Being available matters. And it's not just in the NFL. This is worldwide. If you are available, you are more valuable. There's not a lot of jobs in the world that you don't work for a year, and the following year, you get a better situation and you get paid significantly more, and it's fully guaranteed.
It's a lot of money.
No other business is this happening in the world. But the Browns made this mistake. $230 million guaranteed to Deshaun Watson was a mistake. I'm not saying that Deshaun Watson isn't a good quarterback. He is. But what I'm saying is being available is part of it. We don't know how long he's going to be out this season. Is it going to be 6 games? Is it going to be 8? Is it going to be a full season? Is it going to be a full season and then they'll reassess this next year? We have no idea. I know Deshaun Watson is talented. There's no denying that. You can watch any of his games and you know that he's talented, but being talented isn't good enough in this league. You got to be dedicated. You got to be available. You got to be healthy. You got to be good. You got to be a good teammate. And honestly, you got to eliminate distractions. And this whole situation is a huge distraction for a football team. And so the Browns said, you know what? We're going to open this up. We're going to welcome you into this organization. It's not a good look. Look, I know that people don't like to play the PR game of like, I don't care what PR is, but it matters. In any business, PR matters. That's why you hire firms. That's why there are people who are paid, quite honestly, a lot of money to try to make sure that your public relations are good. And this Brown situation, when Deshaun Watson came in, not great. So being available matters. Deshaun Watson going to be out for probably half a season minimum, maybe a year. We'll see. I don't know, maybe longer. depending on what happens. And you gave him $230 million guaranteed. What happens if this doesn't work out? What happens if he's suspended a year and he hasn't played football in 2 years? What happens if he hasn't played football since 2020, the COVID year? And what if it just doesn't work out? You gave him $230 million guaranteed. I understand that you didn't want Baker Mayfield, but you might have made a mistake giving this guaranteed money to Deshaun Watson. You get rid of Baker Mayfield, I don't know, you're not going to be terrible, but now you got to roll out there, even with Deshaun Watson, now you traded for him, you're still going to have to roll out there with Jacoby Brissett, probably as your starting quarterback week 1. Against who? Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers. Cleveland Browns fans deserve better than this. You gave a guy who might not play all season long $230 million guaranteed. And if he doesn't play this year, it'd be 2 full seasons he hasn't played football. He's lost 2 years of his prime. And even if he does come back, there's going to be a cloud over the organization. I don't know how women are going to feel about being fans of the Cleveland Browns. I know that what Cleveland's doing, they're banking on the fact that he's going to win games. Because if you win games, lightens the blow a little bit.
Well, winning is everything, sir.
But if Deshaun Watson starts playing and doesn't win, it's going to blow up. I think that they made a mistake. I would have not traded for Deshaun Watson. I would have just tried to roll out there with Jacoby Brissett or whoever you want to try to bring in. Maybe give 1 more year of Baker Mayfield. And I definitely wouldn't have given him a $230 million guaranteed contract. I feel bad for Cleveland Browns fans. The Browns, I fear, made a mistake when they got Deshaun Watson.